For 2 days, March 18th through the 20th, Pace University in New York City was the site of the 2011 Left Forum. The Left Forum is a series of annual seminars founded by the Democratic Socialists of America. Their theme, Towards a Politics of Solidarity. Organizers say this year's theme is the result of leftists, progressives, unions, and radicals feeling the Obama administration has left them politically fragmented. Here are comments from the forum.
I also wanted to talk about something which I think is an interesting piece connected to this issue of race. It's not well known, although the U of G just did a study on this, and we just adopted a resolution that I worked on. But the teaching force in New York City has become steadily white under Bloomberg and Klein. And it is connected, I think, in significant measure to the use of groups like Teach for America, which are significantly whiter than the teaching force. And so I think that's an important dimension of what's happening. I think it's also important to understand that the legislation which Bloomberg has in Albany, and it's his legislation, they wrote it, while he's been publicly talking about this as just a question of seniority layoffs, in fact what it is basically a complete gutting of due process in the contract. So that if you had been charged with something and found not guilty, you could be fired. It's actually, it's not, none of this is layoffs, everything is fired. If your school had been closed down and you ended up in the ATR pool, you could be fired. There's about 10 actions of that sort, which basically are designed to give the principal and the management of the school system complete discretion in terms of firing, basically trying to create an at-will system of employment in New York City public schools. I say that because I think it's very important to understand that in an immediate sense, Bloomberg is a much more dangerous enemy to us in New York City than Cuomo because of what he wants to do. And so you are going to see us concentrate. You are going to see us concentrate our firepower on Bloomberg. And if he can do away with seniority layoffs, all right, that because of what's happened over the last 9 years, okay, the senior teachers are the more diverse teachers. So it will lead to an impact on teachers of color that would not happen under the seniority layoff system. I think we have to be able to make distinctions. The fact that we're going to oppose people on a whole set of grounds doesn't mean we can't see one set of people that we're dealing with as a more immediate and dangerous threat than another, and make that distinction. If we can't make those distinctions, I mean, I think, you know, one of the things I learned in my youth, in my Marxism, was you needed splits in the ruling class. All right? If we can't figure out how we split these guys, all right, and how we focus on the more dangerous and immediate threat, then I think we're going to be in a lot more difficult political situation.